Commissioner Ortega.
Jack, my question has to do with the body cameras.
Yes.
Your predecessor, I mean, to me, this seems like a 5-year discussion now. Because your predecessor, and probably rightly so, was, there was a lot of talk at the legislature, a lot of policy discussions about storage, accessibility, how long do you keep the tapes?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that seems like 4 or 5 years. So now I'm hearing that this is to be implemented in 2020. What are the barriers? Where do we still have to go with this?
Well, there's two things, Commissioner, I think that are probably the major, I wouldn't call them barriers, it's just cautionary tales. We've seen a number of departments that have launched into a program and have gotten themselves kind of behind the curve when it comes to storage and these some of the costs. Storage, in the end, the camera is not really the biggest cost. It's really the storage and the management and the redaction, because you've got these cameras running all the time, and you have to have staff to redact them. You have to have a mountain of storage, either that you get hosted off-site or you have on-site. And then you have the hardware, and the hardware is not the biggest thing. Right now, we have in-squad cameras currently, and we also have some body-worn and some, and we have a lot of fixed cameras in our detention facility. But now we're talking about looping all those systems together and marrying them up with a body cam worn by deputies out in the field and maybe in courts facilities outside of the courtroom and things of that nature. And so there's really two things. One is that every time we think we were right about there, we would see that, okay, there's about 4 or 5 other companies that are coming into the market, or they're changing their technology once again. We're starting to see that settle down a little bit. The other thing is money. It's just it's a big fiscal undertaking, and we don't want to all of a sudden come to you. I've come to you a number of times with financial asks for staff. And one of the things I want to do is to have a fully thought out plan, understand what the costs are all the way around, and whether that is for FTEs to do redaction, management, the host storage, and then the actual hardware itself. I want to make sure that we've got that all put together, and that we do it in a way that's paced with county budgeting, and also to be respectful of the contract communities and their budget processes as well. So.
That's fine, but we can't continue studying a problem for 10 years. I mean, I get feedback from the community too, and we're lacking behind now, and they're questioning why. So I'm hoping to see it in the.
Oh, without a doubt, we will have the full plan ready for implementation on January 1st of 2020. There's no question about that.
Because to some of the issues that were raised, those are the same problems that were raised 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
And, some things like technology,
And if I could,
that's like our phones, right? They change every year. Eventually, you gotta purchase a phone. You can't
Sure.
go without it.
Sure.